In this film, I'm going to be answering the question, in what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? Firstly, I feel that we have used the forms and conventions of real media products because of their sound that is at the introduction of our film. This music is creepy and sinister, and it gives the impression to the audience that the film will follow suit. Secondly, with regards to the camera shots that we've used, I feel that they also follow conventions of real media products. On the screen at the moment is a tracking shot, in which we used a GoPro attached to the car as we was driving along. The second type of shot we've used is a panning shot, which is just here. That shows the scenery of the running water and the woods in which we filmed in. These are used as scene setting devices which allow the audience to get a feel for the location. I'm just going to go over them scenes again. As you can see, they're in black and white. The reason for this is the connotations that come with that colour, which are mysterious and sort of dull, sinister, dark. On this colour wheel here, you can see that primary colours such as blue, yellow and red, they're all quite bright to begin with, and they carry happy connotations. As you lower the contrast and the brightness of the colours, they become darker, more dull, and also more mysterious, which is the feel that we wanted to get within the film. The other thing that we've used that is often found in supernatural films / horror films is opposing characters. For example, Harry and I are the characters that we see first of all. Once we get out the car, you can see that Harry's the more dominant character. He walks around a lot more, makes more gestures that suggest he wants to venture into the woods. He's eager to go and look around. My character, on the other hand, I'd rather play it safe and stay by the car. A little bit further on, we meet Emily's character, Claire. She's the dead character and the main antagonist within the film. As you can see, she's completely blurred out. This is to make her unrecognisable because, of course, she's a ghost, and it differentiates her from the characters of Harry and I. Finally, the different scene styles we've used are similar to those that you would see within films. I'm just going to show you here. This, of course, is a moving image shot with live actors, and we move on to that. That displays the information visually. Screens such as this, where it's a black screen and there's text, that is for the audience to read the information for themselves. And finally, the third type of screen is a still image, which is still to give information, a similar effect to the text screens, however it's more visual. I think some of the challenges with our film are the fact that it's only 3 minutes and 31 seconds. That is not something you'd usually see in a horror film. However, within this time, I think we've achieved, there's a start, a middle and an end. There's the details are quite limited, but I think this adds to the whole ambiguity of the film and gives it a more mysterious sort of effect, which is very similar to the storyline. Also, with the length of it, audience won't get bored or lose interest. My poster, I feel that I've followed the general conventions of a horror poster, firstly because of the dark and sinister colours that I've used. There's only a little splash of colour here from the red of the car and the green from the fields. However, they're still quite dull and not very inviting or bright or vibrant. I think these colours are mysterious and intimidating. They make the scene look unapproachable as a whole, which is the desired effect that I was going for. I think this will appeal to the fans of the genre because they know what they're interested in, and they know that if a poster looks good, then the film is likely to follow it. At the bottom I've included credits, which are generally found on movie posters, but the credits are often in a small narrow font, and they mention the director, the editor. I've put this all in here, the name of the film, the production company, special thanks and stuff like that. This is above the release date, which is in October. Quite ironic because it's obviously the time of Halloween. I haven't included an image of any of the actors that are in the film. This is because there's no really big named actors within the film. However, if there was a really famous person in the film, it'd be quite key to put their face on the poster, so that fans will go and see it. It will generate quite a big fan base. I have, however, included an image of the car, as this is the method of transport that Harry and I use to get to this deadly destination. I don't think my poster particularly challenges the normal conventions of a horror poster. Moving on to my double page spread, the main conventions and codes that you'd find on the double page spread of any magazine are things such as the main image, the title being the largest font size on the page. I've included all of these on my double page spread so that it is really identifiable as a double page spread and doesn't just look like another poster or anything like that. Things that make it identifiable as a film double page spread are things such as having the article relating to the film, images that relate to the film as well, and also mentioning the film title, when it's released, actors in it, stuff like that. As you can see, I've included the name of the film here in red, also the release date and the main actor, one of the main actors. I've put these in red so that they're quite distinguishable amongst all the other text. I've also mentioned it here slightly larger. These images are screenshots from the film. As you can see here, this is Emily, who's the main antagonist. This image here is of the scenery, which was also used for my poster. This image here is another screenshot of Harry and I. The captions also, they all relate to the images, and there's some puns, such as this one. I've included a link to the magazine where you would find information, for example. Also other links here to social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter. That's really just so that the audience can access more information or look into it further, stuff like that. And also here, this is in the top right hand corner, it's just a little pun that I included, cherry picked, because it's cherry orchard, and cherry picking something means having the first pick, so it's quite good, it has a good connotation. Okay, thank you very much for listening.